I'm from Nekota and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Ken Godler and I'm from Australia, but I'm part Fijian from Watraki, and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
For the best music and less talk, we tune into Today FM in National Village. Today FM rocks.
My name is Inai Ali and I'm from Ba, and I love the big breakfast on Today FM. I just love it and hope you love it too.
My name is Jay from La Paz. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Naushin and I'm from Sambeto, and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priyadarshini and this is FBC News. Tonight, MWH terminates contract with Fiji Roads Authority. LTA Chief Executive sent on leave. And pastor found guilty of rape. MWH Global has terminated its contract with the Fiji Roads Authority effective immediately. However, this isn't the end of the road as the FRA says the move is unlawful. Rachel Nath reports the acting Prime Minister Aya Said Qayyum has assured Fijians that work on the ground won't be affected.
MWH until today was Fiji Roads Authority's biggest project management company, monitoring external contractors Higgins Fiji, Fulton Hogan Highways and China Railway.
MWH has decided to, in our opinion, unlawfully terminate its contract prior to the term of the contract expiring, which is the end of this year.
The amount in dispute runs in millions of dollars, but Fiji Roads Authority won't pay a single cent until MWH provides a breakdown of costs.
FRA stood its ground because it believes it needs to be given full details of all invoices and the works done under these invoices before it can make payments.
Most of the work left unfinished by MWH will be absorbed by Fiji Roads Authority, and Board Chair Dinesh Patel says jobs will open up for former MWH staff. Works on the ground won't be affected. This commitment was given to Prime Minister Verenigde Bainimarama before he left for New York.
FRA has given government the assurance, of course, that its ability to deliver and to meet the service charter to all Fijians will continue. The FRA obviously had a backup plan. There is a plan that is there to put in place in the situation that MWH did withdraw, and they actually have withdrawn.
The government's infrastructure program will continue without any hiccups despite the withdrawal of MWH. Rachel Nath, FBC News.
Rachel Nath joins us now with more details. Rachel, what does MWH have to say about all this?
MWH has confirmed the decision is based on non-payment of invoices dating back to March this year. The managing director, Mark Brozo, said this is a very disappointing decision. He also confirmed that MWH expatriate employees have been relocated out of Fiji in light of the deportation of two team members from Suva. However, the acting Prime Minister has revealed these employees threatened the FRA.
In the manner in which they conducted themselves, by making various threats to FRA, by breaching confidentiality provisions regarding the contractual obligations between FRA and MWH, and also trying to involve third parties, they obviously breached the terms and conditions of their work visa.
The Land Transport Authority Chief Executive Naisa Tunadeva has been sent on leave. LTA Board Chair Vijay Maharaj, speaking exclusively to FBC News, has confirmed that Tunadeva's future with the LTA is being reviewed. Maharaj says they've sent the CEO on leave as he has more than 3 months leave owing and his contract expires on December 31st. The board chair has also revealed that the position of LTA Chief Executive will be advertised publicly from tomorrow. Meanwhile, Minister for Transport Parveen Bala has confirmed to FBC News that an investigation is underway, although he preferred not to reveal what was being investigated.
It's been conducted by some staffs of LTA, Ministry of Works, and I'm also informed the police as well. This report will be tabled to LTA board and then LTA will report back to me on the investigation.
Meanwhile, a statement just came in minutes ago saying that LTA's Chief Executive Officer has announced early retirement using the 3 months of vacation leave he is entitled to. The board has accepted his decision with gratitude and will advertise for his replacement soon. Tunadeva said this was not a quick decision, but one that he had discussed with the chairman weeks back. 75-year-old Ioane Vakandranu, the pastor of the Back to Eden Church, has been found guilty of 4 counts of rape. All 3 assessors found him guilty this afternoon. Vakandranu raped 2 women who were members of his congregation during a church camp in Lambasa and later in Wendalida, Tailevu. The court heard that the pastor made a false representation to the women, that he is preparing them for God's mission and that they cannot go out to the world and preach about something which they have not experienced. The victims, now aged 22 and 23, reported the matter 2 years later after the mother of the first victim made a complaint to police. He has been remanded in custody to await High Court Judge Justice Vincent Pereira's judgment on Monday. Fiji First Member Howard Polatini will take up the parliament seat left vacant by Defence Minister Timothy Natuva last month. Fijian Electoral Commission Chair Chen Ban-Yang has confirmed to FBC News that Brigadier General Apakuki Kurusinga turned down the seat. Yang says Howard Polatini is the next candidate in line and he's been informed of this and has indicated his availability to take on the role. The Commission Chair says they will now go through a vetting process to ensure there are no legal impediments to Polatini's swearing in as an MP. Speaking to FBC News, Polatini says he expects to be sworn in at next week's Parliament session. Secretary-General to Parliament Viniana Namosi-Malua says they are waiting on the Electoral Commission to advise them formally before preparations are made. The Fiji School Health Policy was launched today by the Ministries of Education and Health. The policy is aimed at ensuring better nutrition across all schools at both the primary and secondary levels. Maggie Boyle with the story.
Starting them young. The key policy is framed to ensure students have healthier choices.
These children need to be guided, supported, educated to live healthy lives and contribute towards mental fitness.
Given Fiji's NCD rates are the second highest in the world, the Education Minister, Dr. Mahendra Reddy, says students today have a barrage of issues to wade through.
Issues of HIV/AIDS, teenage pregnancy, drug and substance abuse, suicide and stress are adding to the list of current problems affecting the children.
New Health Minister Rosie Akbar says a holistic approach is needed to enable healthier environments.
So I'd personally like to see the policy implemented at school levels, and of special interest to me is that I'd like to see the school canteens especially that school canteens to be licensed and graded as per Food Safety Act and regulations.
The National Health Policy in Schools was launched today. It's about institutionalizing wellness in our 900 plus schools. It's also about looking at legislation like the Food Safety Act and the School Canteens Act and ensuring that our children are eating healthier, nutritious meals. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Alleged conman Mukesh Naidu was refused bail by the Nasinu Magistrates Court this afternoon. Naidu, who was charged with 3 counts of obtaining financial advantage by deception, now faces 8 more charges for the same offence. He is also charged with 1 count of disobedience of lawful order. Naidu's lawyer, Dharmendra Kumar, requested for his client's bail. However, Magistrate Charles Ratakele refused on the grounds that he may not appear in the next court. Naidu did not appear in court for another matter which was called previously. The matter has been adjourned to 7th October. Villagers in the province of Bua have expressed their concern at the lack of fish in their Ingolingoli. Heavily dependent on fishing for livelihood and consumption, villagers say their fish stock took a dive since TC Winston in early February. Eleanor Trangaivu reports.
Consultations within the province of Bua have heard of a marked decrease in catch in favorite fishing spots. Elisan Alemba of the Mbuaya Umbula Management Support Team says they've also observed a marked decrease in fish consumption.
It is right through the 4 tikinas that were affected. We used to have fishermen selling fish in the village. Now there's none, and in some villages there's a little bit selling of fish.
One main cause of the dwindling fish supply is the destruction of reefs. Nalemba says whatever villagers manage to catch is mainly for consumption.
The fishermen are taking a longer time for catching fish, and thus the fish prices in the market we've found out that there's a marked increase in fish prices.
A 5-year management plan is now in place to preserve and protect their land and Ingolingoli to allow it to recover.
For the past 4 years, we've been realizing there's a lot of resources in our tikina, so it was not managed properly. This management plan, it's reserved for 5 years, then it will be reviewed after 5 years. That covers forest, rivers, our mangrove swamps and reefs.
Villagers are now looking at other options for their livelihood, including fish and prawn farming. Eleanor Turangaibu, FBC News.
Still to come on FBC News, police investigate death of fishing vessel crew member. And Ba celebrates World Meteorological Day.
Bula FM number 2 na share. Iyo bula bina tangu epeli untuk taliten na parang Bula FM na wo.
Number 2 jinanga ng Bula FM na usur. Bula FM number 2 na share.
Bula siya kuni ba lambasa na ko Villa Meritivi Bula FM number 2 na share. Talita itu ngai lambas.
Bula FM number 2 na share.
Welcome back here with FBC News. A crew member of a fishing vessel was found dead in Suva this afternoon. Police spokesperson Anna Naisora confirmed to FBC News that it's believed to have been a case of death on high seas. She says circumstances surrounding his death will be confirmed as the investigation continues. The government move to have their roadshows coincide with provincial council meetings has had the intended effect. More people are now accessing government services, with the most recent proof being the record number of people from the Ra province now registered in the Vola Nikawambula. Savara Tambor reports.
This year was the first time that government roadshows coincided with provincial council meetings. The strategic move is definitely bearing fruit, more so for many who are accessing this service for the very first time.
We found out that there's quite a lot of students that are being enrolled using the notification of birth. So, because you can only be registered in Tabulin Kambula if you have your birth certificate.
The process has been widely welcomed, especially by those in rural areas.
It's hard for us to travel far to access the services, so it was a relief to have them come to us.
We are happy to be provided with a road show, and we hope that it will continue in years to come.
The government is urging those in rural areas not to miss the road shows.
Encouraging our Ituki to take advantage of our presence in those areas. These are basic requirements for us to be classified, identified by E2K, and we hope that they'll be satisfied of our services.
With another 10 road shows to go, the government is adamant that many more people will be able to access their services. Sabaira Tambua, FBC News.
Education Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy has withdrawn a circular that required all teachers to apply for clearance before making any statements in public. Dr. Reddy says there was an error and that teachers can't comment to the media on school matters, clarifying that only the PS or himself are responsible for that. The circular had initially stated that all school heads, principals and teachers invited to speak in public or give a media interview must obtain written approval 5 days prior to the event from the Permanent Secretary.
The objective of the circular is to guide teachers on what they can comment in public about, particularly to media. Recently we found someone from a particular school damaged by Cyclone Winston commenting to a New Zealand media, probably New Zealand Herald, about students studying from leaking tents and very difficult condition, which was not true. and it has painted a bad picture on our education system.
Dr. Reddy adds a revised circular will be released soon. A celebration was held in Bartown today to mark World Meteorological Day. The annual event is aimed at raising more awareness on issues like climate change. Alan Stoltz tells us more.
Booths were set up to be able to better inform curious members of the public about services offered by the Fiji Meteorological Services.
Government, through the Fiji Meteorological and Hydrological Services, is committed to the people of Fiji for providing services aimed at preventing loss of lives and reduce damages to the properties caused by disasters.
And one step closer to achieving this is to have a general public that's better informed about the weather.
First, making the messages around meteorological data much more accessible. Isobars, talking on isobars and highs and lows and things is not that helpful. You need to be able to translate that into everyday language.
Bailey adds there are plans in place to be able to broaden as well as strengthen communications between the Fiji Meteorological Services and the general public, especially during times of natural disaster.
We're in the process of establishing a media office within the Office of Meteorology in Nandi. That'll be a fully set up studio to enable television and radio interviews to be done on the hour during the day, especially during cyclonic periods. And we will be soon starting to broadcast not only in English but also in Hindi and Italki.
This year is the 60th year of celebration, and the theme is Hotter, Drier, Wetter, Face the Future. Ellen Stalls, FBC News.
A tourism forum will be organized in March next year to better understand the needs of the industry. Speaking at the Tourism Fiji Industry Day in Nadi, Tourism Minister Fayaz Koya said the forum will become the mechanism through which all stakeholders will be able to discuss specific areas to grow the industry.
A committee comprising of the representatives of the major tourism associations, such as Fiji Hotel and Tourism Association, the Society of Fiji Travelers Association, amongst others, will be formed in order to make this forum a very constructive one and results focused. I look forward to support from the entire industry.
Fiji will also for the first time celebrate World Tourism Day next Tuesday to raise awareness on the role of tourism. The theme for this year is Tourism for All, promoting universal accessibility. Now, children at the Holy Trinity Kindergarten School in Suva were in for a surprise today. Monica and Vusi from popular children's show Just Kids paid them a surprise visit. The children had their character parade today and were overjoyed with the surprise. Just Kids host Monica said it was good to meet the children, many of who are big fans of The Daily Show. It's time for sports, and here's Jamie with the latest.
Thanks, Amrita, and good evening. After the break, Sebastian Singh looks forward to his biggest fight yet. An under-17 side ready for Australians. This and more coming up.
मैं जुगेन नंबिलो तालिब से रेडियो फीजी 2 24 घंटे मेरे साथ साथ रहता है।
हम मंगेरी ताउका के ललेश है। हमारे दिल में और दिमाग में खाली रेडियो फीजी 2 है और सभी भाइयों से आग्रह करते हैं कि रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनना चाहिए।
मेरा नाम अभिनेश है, मैं नंदी का रहने वाला हूँ। मैं सभी समय रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनता हूँ क्योंकि उसमें आईना प्रोग्राम रहता है।
हाय, मैं उमेश नसासा नाबुआ से। मैं जब भी सुना रेडियो फीजी 2 सुना। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
The Vodafone Fiji Sevens team has been drawn in a tough pool for the Dubai Sevens in December. The Olympic gold medalists head Pool A with Argentina, Wales and Canada. South Africa leads Pool B with USA, Scotland and an invitational team. New Zealand, who will enter the tournament for the first time without coach Sir Gordon Tidgens, lead Pool C with England, Samoa and Russia, while Australia takes charge of Pool D with Kenya, France and Japan. Fiji is the defending champions in Dubai. Meanwhile, the Dubai Sevens will be held from the 2nd to the 4th of December. Boxer Sebastian Singh is looking forward to one of the biggest fights in his career next month when he contests for the World Boxing Foundation Asia Pacific title. Singh's opponent is yet to be confirmed, but according to the young boxer, Whoever it is, he is ready. Rohit Deo caught up with senior training today.
A father-son combination is what's made young Sebastian Singh confident for what could possibly be the biggest fight in his career so far.
I have a good, tremendous team with me. My dad got good sparring partners, and we're pushing ourselves to the limit. We're doing stuff that people hardly do in boxing in Fiji. So preparation has been it's been good.
His trainer and dad Gyan Singh has been the man behind the boxer's success.
Preparing very hard for this fight because he's fighting with more experienced boxer than him, and still there are two opponents on the side. They still have to be confirmed.
Sebastian has fought 8 fights in total. He's lost 2 of those, both internationally and both on points. He is looking to maintain his 100% winning record locally next month.
Any boxer would like to remain undefeated, I've lost 2, but locally I haven't lost any, and I'm not planning to let my fans down in the next fight.
The fight takes place on the 24th of next month at Nadi's Prince Charles Park. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
The Fiji regional under-17 football team is ready to take on Thornling Thunder from Australia in a friendly on Sunday. More than anything, the side hopes to learn as much as possible from the visiting team. Vasnil Prasad reports.
Laying down the instructions, the Fiji regional under-17 coach Shalen Lal believes his side will produce the goods come game time.
I think for the first time the boys will be playing with a team that is outside the region. I think we'll play a team that will completely play a different style of football compared to the teams in Fiji.
The youngsters are raring to go, even taking on the Suva football in friendly match at Fiji FA's academy ground.
We have been in camp for the past 9 months, I would say now, and I think this is the best time the boys they are coming up with games now.
The coach believes this is just the beginning, as the friendly will boost the morale of the boys.
Coming up with silvers, we started off with the basic in the first 3 months with these boys, and then we came up for the team structure and shape, and now we are coming up with the rotations and as to what the boys are expected at their positions, what are their roles and their responsibilities.
The regional under-17 side takes on the visitors at 3:30 p.m. on Sunday. Vasnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
The Nananga rugby team is anticipating a tough battle against Madhuwata in the HFC Bank Fair Brother Trophy Challenge tomorrow. Nananga, who have been in fine form throughout the season, predicts the Northerners will be a solid team come game day. And the Stallions are prepared to throw in everything in order to hold on to the trophy for another week.
When it comes to Fair Brother, it is a different ball game altogether. And our preparation to this game is according to that. We just have to address all areas that may have been exposed. Changes have been part of our team throughout the season. And we do that so that we can have a good rotation of players.
Naranga takes on Madhuwata at Singatoka's Lawanga Park at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Flanker Sakyasi Mbalevula is out to make his family and school proud when he plays for the Fiji Under-18 national team next month in the Tri-Nation Series in Auckland. The Year 13 student of St. John's College in the Wadi is fired up and eager to get on the field. Meli Tavanga has more.
Originally from Sawanikula, Wanimala in Naitasiri, Balevula attended Namboro Primary in Sawanikula before moving to the Wadi to attend high school. The younger Raga says he'd never dreamt of traveling overseas, and to do it as part of the national team was like a dream come true.
One of my uncle was a former Naitasiri rugby player, but never joined the national team. But I'm so privileged and lucky to be the first one in my family to wear the white jersey.
Balevula says he is overwhelmed by the support shown from his school principal.
Injury makes me want to give up and walk out from the team. But my principal kept reminding me and encouraging me not to let down their school name and also his family.
Balevula says he is overwhelmed by the support shown from his school principal. Meanwhile, team captain Lemeki Danyalau says he is honored to lead the team.
I'd like to thank the Lord for entrusting me with this humongous role. It's not been an easy job to lead out the team.
Danyalau also led Marist in the Under-18 Deans final this year. The team takes on the Australian schoolboys next Thursday and the New Zealand schoolboys on October 3rd before meeting the Barbarians on October the 8th. Meli Tabanga, FBC Sports.
It usually takes a lot to fire up Joseph Parker outside of the ring, but that looks to be changing as his shot at the world heavyweight title fight gets closer. Parker is back in Auckland for the bout at the end of next week against Russian giant Alexander Dimitrenko, a man Parker believes has opened his mouth a little too much. Meanwhile, you can watch the Parker versus Dimitrenko fight at 7 p.m. next Saturday, live on Fbctv. That's it from Sports Tonight. Business is up next with Amrita.
A budget of $250,000 has been set aside in the new financial year to facilitate the rehabilitation of the coconut industry. Permanent Secretary for Agriculture Jitendra Singh says the fund will be used to source coconut seeds and raise seedlings from areas that were not affected by the cyclone. In an effort to encourage farmers, the price of copra has also been increased from $780 to $1,000 per tonne.
The coconut industry is under increasing pressure from other commodities such as dalo and yangona. However, it is important to note that coconuts have far more diverse byproducts compared to other competing commodities.
The government has also set aside money to purchase equipment which will help to meet the virgin coconut oil demands in the export markets. It was a warm and sunny day today right throughout the country. And a quick look at the temperatures in Lambasa leads tonight at on the chart on 34 degrees. Now for tomorrow you can expect more sunshine. And the warm and sunny weather should continue on to Sunday. At sea, southerly winds 15 to 20 knots. Moderate to rough seas are expected. Recapping our headlines. MWH terminates contract with Fiji Roads Authority. LTA Chief Executive sent on leave and back to Eden pastor found guilty of rape. For these stories and others, you can always tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. We move on to this week's poll question, and we are asking, should the new Denarau Bridge be named the Olympic Bridge? To answer, visit our FBC website. Do send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. Good night.
Yandra! I love listening to Gold FM at Golden Point Resort. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is General from Fbctv. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic.
I'm Moses from Valeu. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Marida Manako. I'm from Kandavu. I like listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Tilipa from Tagua Town. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.